Arknights.
Alright, let's get ready. Okay, face cam and game capture test. Face cam and game capture test is good. Alright, sounds good. Alright, we're ready to go. Alright, let's get ready in 3, 2, 1. Hello everyone, and welcome to another Gozi-san on the decks with your host Gozi-san. And today we are going to continue with Arknights Endfield. So today on Arknights Endfield, what are we going to do? We're going to focus on getting the Cardiac Remediation Station up to level 3 today, and then have a discussion about my current setup for the factory and where we can possibly change and work and improve. Okay. So this is where the factory is happening right now. Okay, just a quick overview of what's happening. So let's go to the top view. Okay. So I've got a what's it called? A line of zircon effluent being created and stored at this stage. I have 2 sets of batteries being generated here. Some extra sand being produced here. 4 Forge of the Skies currently being used to generate the zircon for the batteries to be used in. So that is all stored, and another 4 sets of cuprium being made here. So 4 sets here, 4 sets here. Currently, I have a line of sewage being treated here, 2 lines of sewage being treated here. There's more sewage currently being treated here as well. So there's 2 here, 2 sewage, 4 sewage, 5 sewage. So we have 5 sewage that we are generating here in this thing that we could use to transfer over to the test site. And then if we look through into the Jingyu Valley, Sky King Flats, I'll show you what we have there. Okay, so here we are. Okay, so we have 2 lines of Forge of the Skies being generated here. Another extra sand leaf production being done here. Set of 2 Forge of the Skies also being generated here. So we have 4 Forge of the Skies being used in the main AIC. 4 Forge of the Skies used here in Qingbo, with another Forge of the Sky here to make heavy Shurnite. So that is 5. So that means we have 9 Forge of the Skies currently being in use at the moment. And then we also have another Sandleaf production here. Yes, I know it's a kind of squeezed. Currently, our issue right now is that the main AIC has a item placement limit currently of 512. It's very hard to actually try and fit everything within that 512 limit at this stage. Yeah, it's quite tough. But somehow managed to do it. Okay, so we have another 5 Forge of the Skies being used here. Okay. So that's total of 9. Now what about the other 3? If we go and check out Marker Stone at the Cardiac Remediation Station, I shall show you what I have. Okay, so all the poop rim here is currently being used to make a line of Heatonite to make a consistent lot of Heatonite parts, so 6 Heatonite parts per minute. And then we have 1 Forge of the Sky here being used to generate another line of heavy Shironite, and this one is via the Shironite that was used, that was generated, that was recycled from the 2-part battery that I had. And we have another line of Forge of the Sky here, and another line of Forge of the Sky here. So we basically have the last three Forge of the Skies being generated here to make more of the Shironite. So through this, we have a generation of Shironite which is quite consistent at this stage. We are generating 2 lots of heavy Shironite, 1 lot of Heatonite part, and 2 lots of batteries. That is our current setup at this stage. We have some sewage being generated here from this. So that's another lot of sewage that we can actually use and sort of send over into test area. So we have 6 units of sewage that we're generating as of right now, right? 6 units. So from that 6 units, what's happening? No, actually, okay, let's do that. Let's do another calculation. Okay, so we have the sewage being cleared out there. So that's 1, right? That's one round, 1 lot of sewage being generated there. In Sky King Flats, I don't think we are generating any sewage. We expand. No pipes with sewage here. They're only just generating Shironite and heavy Shironite as well. So nothing there. So we have 1 unit of sewage that we are generating. And up here, what's happening here? is that we are generating sewage here that's being piped in. Okay, so we ignore this and we ignore this. Now we have 4 lots of sewage being generated here. One being used to treat and change into zircon effluent. The other 3 currently being disposed, so we have 3 units here. So that's a total of 4. One from one from marker stone, and 3 here in the main AIC. And then after we post-process into zircon, that is another unit here, 5, and another unit here, 6. So these 2 are from treating batteries, right? So that's 6 units of sewage that we are currently treating away. This 6 units of sewage can be used to transfer into the other location to make zircon effluent if need be. Now, here's the thing. The rate of exchange from sewage to zircon effluent in the test area is 30-1. So if we are generating 6 effluent every 2 seconds, this is every 2 seconds, right? That is that's 6 sewage every 2 seconds. That's 3 sewage every second. So that will be 10 sewage every 10 seconds. 3 sewage every second. That will be 30 sewage every 10 seconds, which means that will be 1 zircon effluent every 10 seconds. That is 6 zircon effluent every second. Every 10 seconds. 6 zircon effluent every minute, right? So that consistency is not really enough to sort of power anything at this stage. Some people have decided that they brought all of their expanded crucibles and whatnot over into the test area and then just run like the sewage lines from there. I don't see a need for the extra zircon effluent at this stage, right? So right now, my question is, do we actually need it heading forward? And the probable answer is, if you can use the extra zircon effluent, this would be how you would do it. You get the extra originium that you have. Get some of the ferrium. So what you could do is get some extra ferrium ore, regional transferred over from Valley 4. Process it, grind it into dust, and make some extra wooling batteries out of it. So you use the extra originium ore, you use the extra ferrium that you get from Valley 4, you use the zircon effluent that you have from the what's it called? The test area sewage treatment plant. And then you make a few more batteries to add to the number of batteries per minute. You're probably going to add like 1 or 2 batteries. No, it's probably 1 battery a minute, 1.5, somewhere around there. So you could do that if you really wanted to, and do that extra processing if need be. I don't see myself doing that just yet, but we'll see how it goes. Right? Okay. All right. Now, let's do the needful and hit to not the test area, but the marker stone. We're going back to the Cardiac Remediation Station because we need to do level 3. We are going to get that one done. Okay. So here we are. Place is wet. I don't know where the water came from. Events checks. Yeah, I see Top Savior. I don't think there's anything else left for us to change up. Okay, so that's fine. What am I missing? Okay, just get some oral barrel. Okay, alright, I think we have nothing else. Cooling Super Chef, I'm doing it on the side, but we will do the last part when we have it, okay? Alright, now, OD Project Remediation Station 2. So let's read Ge Yipu's message and confirm the progress of the Fairman Heart repairs. Admit, we've made some progress in Fairman Heart repairs. The Fairmont imager is working well. With techno protocol from Enfield, it's actually working better than we expected. Oh, repairs can continue, right? Theoretically, yes, but we need to stabilize energy dissipation to restart the heart. Tian Shibu's cardiograph might work. Oh, that is indeed what the cardiograph is meant for. It can output a fixed audio frequency capable of stabilizing the heart's energy dissipation. Tian Shibu is a gifted scientist. Though the development of the cardiograph went smoothly, she has encountered a new bottleneck. Since the imager is using all new environmental parameters, the original audio frequencies can no longer be used by the cardiograph. Tian Shibu now requires a new set of frequencies to call her device. She feels extremely stressed, since she has to redo everything that Hongshan took a while to complete. Alright, maybe Enfield can help with that. Where's Tian Shibu right now? Oh, thanks a lot, Emin. She's near the core AIC area. Okay, so we are going back to the core AIC. Alright, let's see what's going on. Okay. Are you looking at a conduit outlet, eh?
Endman? Tianxia Ge never told me that you'd be helping us in person. But this is most wonderful. Your presence is very reassuring. Everyone will be getting some nice tea from me.
Tea? I love tea. Can we make it Din Tao? Or actually, I like wheatgrass. Wheatgrass drink is very nice.
Tian Shibu, Ge briefed us. You're validating a new frequency with the cardiograph?
Yes, Tianxia Zhuang assigned plenty of disciples to help me with audio scans and sample gathering.
Audio frequencies and the heart. How are they linked?
The Fahrenheit heart dissipates energy while operational. Such energy fluctuations can resonate with different audio frequencies. Audio samples are analyzed by the cardiograph, which then outputs a special sound frequency that positively influences the heart's energy dissipation. Different things have very different audio frequencies. To improve cardiograph output accuracy, we must narrow the sample scope.
Okay.
If only we could find the perfect audio sample and keep the Fahrenheit heart running stably in perpetuity.
Do such samples exist?
I really hope for a permanent solution. The old HAS standards are no longer usable.
Okay.
Right now, none of the mentors who designed the Fahrenheit heart are here, so I've got no one to discuss it with. A proxy did activate the heart, but no one can get a hold of her.
Okay. Oh, the Fairmont proxy. We're talking about the Fairmont proxy, especially from the reveal for the future versions of Arknights Endfield. It'll be interesting to see how she has a hand in all of this and in Terra heading forward.
Enfield can help with the sample collection. Tian Shibu, mind if we use Techno protocol to adjust the cardiograph? I did my own research when I learned about these instruments. Perhaps it can help you filter out the noise.
Music to my ears. Once you're done, try some audio scanning nearby to find the target.
Audio scanning nearby. Okay. Leave it to us.
This is the audio scanner of the cardiograph.
Ooh, shiny. Ooh, no, it's bright. Luminescence.
Now for the best locations. Let's go for these three. The core AIC area, the Technological Production Office, and the Chancha Pillar Array. My deductive algorithms came up with these locations. They're the closest to the standards and should be the easiest for collecting suitable audio samples.
Okay.
Endman, I modified the audio scanner. Its operating logic should now be similar to our standard scan action.
Okay.
You should be able to master it quickly.
Wu I was quite a romantic during my disciple days and had this fantasy. The audio frequency may carry the city's joys and sorrows. After graduating and starting my own projects, I realized that there was neither joy nor sorrow. Reality is just an endless bunch of algorithms and deductions.
What does the core AIC area sound like? I wonder.
Let's try listening to it.
This is the power of industry. Churning rumble of active water pumps, swooshing of rolling transport belts, clanging of unload reports as they open and close. These audio samples. I did not expect machines to emit bursts of passion. A symphony of industrial engines, a stabilizing force that sings. Okay, next stop. Over there. And use these lily pads to get across.
Getting close, Endman. Let's perform an audio scan here.
Alright, let's listen in. The audio scanner is responding. Sounds of the farm, bird and beast moves, artist broadcasts, murmuring brooks, and chirping bugs. I received the audio sample you collected. It feels like a breeze brushing against fields of rice, like the heartfelt warmth of sunshine. Bloop. That, my friend, is the sound of failure. I'm gonna be taking your rice. Okay, that's far away. Okay. We can use this zipline, of course. Nah. let's just run. And hopefully we get some good audio. And before this, all this audio is remixed into EDM. Oh my god, that would be heart pumping.
The Tianshu pillar array has its own voice as well.
Use the audio scanner and see what sounds it collects.
Ooh. The low howling of wind passing through the Tianshu pillar. The humming flow of Shurnite particles. This is unlike any audio sample. Feels more like a painting of light winds, green Shurnite, and a sky so saturated with blue. A reminder of recess, of idle time, of tea time for myself on a summer afternoon. It vibes with wholesome life. Yuan sent a message. Edmund, I have received all of the audio samples. I'll try to pick one that's best for stabilizing the Fairmont Heart's energy dissipation. I'll send the fixed audio frequency generated by the cardiograph back to the remediation station. Tianshu Ge should then use it to reactivate the Fairmont Heart and attempt a short test run. Oh, and since we shouldn't be rushing the subsequent steps, I say it's time for some tea. I'll wait for you at the Cardiac Remediation Station. Just want to see if it's logged in our backpack. I guess it's not here. Oh well, let's keep going. So 10:36. Alright, marker stone again. Let's go here. Wait, are we really having tea now? Well, yes, we are.
Tianshu, how's your audio frequency research going?
The cardiograph generated a set of theoretically feasible frequencies. I just submitted them to Tianshu Ge for validation.
That was really quick.
Whenever I hit a scientific bottleneck, I just find a nice place for tea. Inspirations tend to hit me when I'm relaxed. Enmin, your team should try the new blends of Wulin.
Tianshu, is there a problem with validation?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Tianshu Ge tested it. The fixed audio frequency I gave did keep the Fahrenheit heart energy dissipation stable.
Okay. That doesn't sound like a problem.
The heart did run for a while, but we got anomalous energy dissipation after 10 minutes.
Wait, what? How does that work?
Where exactly is the problem?
Raining again.
Tianshubu, you alright?
Rain. Splattering rain. I loved the sound of rain when I was a child. It moves with clouds and can be anything from soft to loud. Perhaps the Fahrenheit heart doesn't need a fixed frequency. What about a bundle of changing frequencies? I must validate this right now. I just need to find something that keeps changing.
Alright, collect audio samples of rain. My spouse used to nag me whenever I went home wet. Things got better. She now nags at the kids.
Where should we go next?
Wuyuan. Okay, let's listen in. Endlessly, the raindrops fall. Tippity tap, drippity drop. Shimmery plop. Man. This is some interesting ASMR right there. All right. What do you think, Wuyuan?
The constant rainfall provided an extended duration of constant changes. This, I believe, is the sample we've been looking for.
All right, what are we waiting for?
I'm confident that this will work.
Let's do it.
Perhaps the key to sustaining the Fahrenheit heart isn't the one unchanging element. The region of Wuling is always changing. The same can be said of the city. The cardiograph should be capable of dynamic modulation of energy dissipation amplitudes. This is the only way to sustain Fahrenheit heart operations.
Yeah. Always be adaptable.
Yeah, that's a lot of very hard science.
10 Yu, intelligence 0.
Quite unexpected, but worth a try. I'm curious to see the results.
The unexpected is also a part of scientific work.
Always unexpect the expected. Haha.
Wait for the good news.
Cardiac Remediation Station. Alright, we're good. Hey yo, Arul, how are you doing? Glad to see you around. Ooh, we've got... Okay, what is everyone fishing for today? Come on. Get the fish. Everyone's starting to fish now.
Neck straight, shoulders relaxed, chest in, hips loose, legs firm. Here goes. Shoo! I'm busy!
Okay, so with that done, now let's see what's going on. Did I do the new region? Yes, I think I finished up the new region already. If you're talking about the test area, yes, I have. Water treatment, purification node at level 4, depot nodes all sent in, and paths all ready for delivery. All good. Well, and it's so good that we had a new depot node already, because now there's so many more orders that we can actually take up. And we don't have to fight over Wuling stuff anymore, because everyone's doing where everyone can actually gain access to Wuling. I'm wondering if they might increase the number of deliveries that we do per day. I think it would be a good idea if they manage to do something like that. Have it increased to 4. That would be really good, I think. Maybe they won't do it yet. They might do it when the new region comes up. Then maybe they might increase the amount of things that we're doing. Okay, let's look around and see what's going on. Oh, thank, this is my lady and my boy. I hope this is over so I can see my wife and baby girl. Oh, Wuyan. Once this is over, I shall treat you to some tea, Enmin. Congrats, the choreograph performed its duty. Enmin, a work-life balance is essential for inspirations. Let me treat you to some tea. No slacking off. This is my way of thanking you all. The changes you brought to the remediation project are just as significant as that timely raid. The thing is, if you remember the trailer that was released 4 months ago, all this was shown, meaning they already pre-made stuff till 1.2. I would think that all this like design of the maps, design of the regions, design of the things would have been done actually way longer than that, right? So it comes up with the concept art, and then they have to take months, maybe even a year or two, to actually perfect how they're going to push this out and tie this all into the story. So it'll be interesting to see how it actually builds up from here. Haven't you heard? We're getting a feast on the final day. Really? Where did you hear that from? Okay, go back to Hanfang. Welcome to the Remediation Station. Everyone looks happy. What's going on? Ah, the imager is working well. We also fed usable audio frequencies to the choreograph. Everyone at the Remediation Station is really pumped up. Admit, Tianshi Buyuan wants to treat you to some tea for helping her out. Don't be too nice with her, though. We made tremendous remediation progress, and Tianshi Buyuan has treated many to tea already. You're the only ones left. I think 1.3 is the biggest mystery. No trailer which teases region or no story teaser. I think 1.3 will be major. I'm not quite sure how they will follow up with 1.3. It could be a filler. But what I would like to see if they do something like a new side region. So-called side region, let's say. You know how Genshin has those mini maps somewhere off, mini maps or areas outside of the main map that you can explore. I was thinking they could do something like this. So to introduce like another region, let's say like La Fantoma or something like that. It'll be interesting to see how that actually builds out. It'll be a lot of fun, I think, if they do something like that. Yeah. Okay, so let's verify. Cardiac Remediation Station. Let's see what we can trade. Okay, so yes, it is just an additional Heatonite part that we can actually trade in. So if it's Heatonite parts and heavy Shironite, as well as Wuling batteries. Here, we only focused on Wuling batteries and Heatonite parts. So basically, it still says that we trade heavy Shironite here in the Cardiac Remediation Station, but anything else goes for Sky King Flats then. I think they will release a new sub-region for Wuling with another region-based example, Valley 4 and Wuling. They could release a new base area for Valley 4. Seska. I'm really interested if they open up another area specifically for Rhodes Island. I think that could actually be something they might be actually doing. If they open up an area for Rhodes Island, I think it can actually be quite a good update. Simple. It can be simple and can actually help to push the story, similar to how they do the storylines of Genshin, which focus on like the traveler. This storyline for Rhodes Island could focus on the administrator. Yeah. Yes, I have played OG. I started since the first month or so of the game itself. A lot of fun. So that was 5 years back. Yeah, that was during the pandemic starting up. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed the game. Hey, don't underestimate the old Arknights OGs, okay? Alright. Okay. Let's dump this. 5,000. Okay, so with that done, now I need to figure out how much heavy Shearnite to Hetonite I have. I can pump the Hetonite in. One thing I can actually do right now is make some Hetonite components. The only issue is I don't have space. It's mostly new players into Endfield, yeah. Okay, let's see if I can find some space to make some Hetonite components. I already maxed out, like, I keep hitting the 512 building limit in core AIC here, so it's very hard for me to find slots to actually move stuff around. Okay, so let's see. I might have some space over here to do things, but it's a bit out of the way. Okay, let's rotate this. Zoom it in. And now I'm going to move this up. Move this over. Stash entire production line. I'm gonna move this over. And stash entire production line. This one will move over here. This one will move it in. This one will move it directly in there. Okay. This one, I'm going to stash it from here and stash the entire production line here. I'm going to channel this all the way over here. I give them some important lore. I can't even place any stuff because 512 limit. It's so it really is ass. Okay. Stash entire production line. I'm going to move this over here, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Now, this one I'm going to stash the entire production line. I'm going to move this so I can make some more space. Okay, and from here and here and here we'll stash the entire production line here. We'll rotate this. Stash. Actually. Okay, that's fine. Stash. No, we're not gonna pump it there. We're pumping it upwards. Okay, cool, excellent. Now we just need to make some Hetonite parts. If I can find some space. Yeah, that's... Yeah, that's not great. We are out of space completely. Hold on. Let me move this over. And then stash the entire production line. We'll move this. Okay. That's kinda useless, but okay. We'll move this over to this side. Stash the entire production line there. Probably not. We'll move it just slightly. Stash this. I would P5 R5 for Lapland Reconvener. Are you sure Lapland Reconvener isn't Rossi? Yeah, that's not great. So what we're gonna do is move this. Okay, stash, stash, stash entire production line. What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to move it down hard. I'm gonna cut this flow so that I can make a bit more room to work with. Okay, and now I'm going to stash the entire production line here, stash entire production line here, move this over here, put this up, and flip it over so that it goes. This is some sort of spaghetti, man. No, actually. About Lappy in Arknights Endfield. Wolfguard, sorry, he spoke about Filipino wolves. It could be anyone, really. Yeah, I'm not quite sure whether or not how that storyline will shape up. Breathing copium, of course. Everyone who is infected all of a sudden becomes like prime copium material. I'm actually thinking like there might be a way they could sort of flesh out the story a bit further in terms of the reconveners, but I think there's going to be like pros and cons. So hear me out. Like, this is my idea of how they could introduce like new reconveners, right? So let's say the doctor was invited to look through what's it called, what universe? A simulated universe, to sort of learn more about who he is and what everyone is doing, right? And then as he was, as they look through the simulated universe, suddenly they get like this, they see these sort of memories within the simulated universe, and each of these memories would be related to a particular person who was infected in the OG Arknights. You see a vision of their history, maybe a vision of their memories, which also relates to the doctor, which sort of hints who they might be, not really showing who they exactly are, but who they might be based on that dialogue. And then there is a guide in the simulated universe that sort of, as they were talking to the administrator, they will ask you, oh, by the way, those memories that you saw, were there any particular memories that resonated with you? And then it will end up being like this hidden in the background sort of voting system where the administrators will see those memories, and they will, what they tell the guide of the assimilated universe when they are there would be acting as votes to sort of say, hey, look, I want this reconvener in this version, and the one with the highest votes will be the next reconvener release for Enfield or something like that. I don't know if they will do something like that. It might be interesting. It might be a way for them to actually get into those. But I wouldn't mind seeing that being part of the game. I think it'll be cool. I think it could be very cool. All right. So I'm trying to think. Oh, in the meantime, I'm trying to think of how I'm going to build some more Heatonite components, and I think I know how to do this. Okay, so you watch this. Right? Watch this. Okay, so first we are going to... stash, and stash, and we are going to block action 1, 2, 3. We're going to move this along one step. And so, stash. I made a mistake. Alright, fine, sure. You do that. I'm gonna do this. Okay. That was a complete shit show. Okay. Stash. Why the heck Farium in here? Stash. Take all. Stash. Okay. Okay. No Farium here, okay? We're not getting Farium here. But here, you'll get Farium. Okay, so this Farium goes in here. This one will generate some what is it called? We'll use the, where is it, Sharonite? Yep. And here we can cross over and put more Sharonite in here. Sharonite. Okay, watch this. Witness this brilliant play here. Okay, so first things first, we need a gearing unit. This gearing unit will be our mainstay. And one other thing that we need is, oh shoot, we need more space. Okay, that's fine, because we can also use a depot access. We can still use a protocol stash for this. I'm not an engineering guy, so I don't think I can help you out here. You're on your own here. Okay, so this is how I'm gonna make the Heatonite components. This is how it's gonna work. First, step 1, set up Heatonite parts on one side. Next, set up heavy Sharonite on the other. And now, what we're going to do is we are going to put what is called a converger here. And this is the brilliant part. If only it will let me put this. Ah, there we go. Okay. And now we do this. And watch 1, 1, 1. I am such a genius. I am such a genius. Farium. Yeah, out. But the speed will be half. Not exactly. You only need like 2 and 2, right? So 2, 2, no problem. And now we just need a converter. And we also need a item control. And this will control the amount that I generate. Foolproof plan. I am very smart. I am very smart. Okay, let's put out like 3,000. Okay, excellent. We are good to go. So now we have heavy Shearnite being generated, and we have this being generated passively. All good. All good. The only issue is that we don't actually need that much. Okay, hold on. Let's reduce that to 2,000. The reason I don't quite get it, like in terms of gear assembly, why is the amount of rolling stock bills we need for these parts so expensive? Like if you compare it to like Cuprium is 16K. This one is 8K. I'm like, what? Why do we need 25K to make Heatonite equipment? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. What is wrong here? Why? Why? It makes no sense. I am very smart. Okay, so while that is being generated, we won't be having much hit, so they upped the price. Yeah, kind of weird. That means in order to upgrade a lot of these parts, then what you'll need is actually a lot of the Shearnite components. So if we're what the hell is it? Why is it stuck? Wait, what is going on here? What is happening here? We are missing... Did I pipe it to the wrong thing? No, it can't be, right? I did pipe it to the right thing. It's missing a bunch of Cuprium solution. Wait, which one did I... This one is the one that's actually getting all this. So why is it not producing anything? Wait, where is it? What am I missing here? Okay, let's take a sample like this. So this one flows into the purifier. We have piss water that is clogged. Wait, why? Why is it clogged? Hold on a second. So our outlet is not pumping water fluids back in. The frick? Okay. The hell did that happen? The heck did that happen? Why is there... What the heck? I'm like, what the heck? This is stupid. Okay. Okay. We're putting it back in. Where's our... All this piss water and I can't even drain it properly. Okay, there we go. Now it's working again. Bloody hell. Just a little bit of fluid and it little bit of a different fluid and it just chokes the entire thing. Bloody hell. Okay, we should have our cuprium ready to go. Fitting unit in. Alright, nice. So, yes, as of this stage, we have 3 Forge of the Skies going here. 5 Forge of the Skies currently going on in... That's why I wait at least 30 minutes before concluding the factory was a success. Yeah, unfortunate, right? Yeah. We're still not quite sure where to fit this piss water in. We have piss here. We have piss going through here, and that's from a section up here, I think. No, it's from up here, yeah. So 3 Forge of the Skies, 1 to make heavy Shurenite, 1 to make more 2 to make more Shurenite, actually. And then we have the Hetomite part being generated here, but I think in this case we can actually save a bit more space if I move the expanded crucibles downwards a little bit, because it's actually using quite a lot of space here. If it can save more space, that would be useful. I think it would be useful. But I guess that will be something that we'll be doing for later. Depot node transfers complete. List of delivery jobs. And all that. And stuff like this happen a lot, and I return to see my factory clogged, and I go insane. It do be like that, really. Okay, so yeah. So this is my setup. 1 set, 2 set, 3 set, 4 set. All Hetonite parts. They're being processed by the purification unit, sent back into one of them, add barium powder to it, poop out the cuprium, and process them into parts. Cuprium part, heavy Shurenite being used to generate the cuprium components. Shurenite parts being used, sent in. All this sand leaf being generated. All this sand leaf currently being used to make more Shurenite. Same as this one. Then if we go to our Jingyu Valley to the Sky King Flats again, teleport. You optimization freak as well? Not at this stage. I did do a bit of optimization once the part 2 of version 1.2 came around, when the test area was released, and I had to actually fix it because it did not look that great. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 Forge of the Skies here as well. We also have a 5th Forge of the Sky generating heavy Shurenite here. And we have, yeah, and these zircon effluents were generated from 1 Forge of the Sky that was being used in the... No, Forge of the Sky doesn't generate zircon effluent. That was generated back in the core AIC. So if we look here, back in the core AIC, we look. Okay, so we have 2 sets of Forge of the Skies here, 2 sets of Forge of the Skies here. All the pipes being used, there's a lot of space here actually, I can optimize this space, being used to generate the zircon. And then we have a purification unit here to make to purify the inner zircon into more zircon effluent, and that gets piped in. and bottled and sent over to another place to generate zircon effluent. To produce heavy surenite. And then here we generate the batteries here. One lot here, 2 lots here. So yeah, 2 lots here. And then I have zircon effluent generating here, and I placed it in all these crystalline bottles so that they used to make another set of zircon effluent. So in total, my current setup, it currently generates 2 lots of batteries, 2 lots of heavy surenite, and 1 lot of hetonite parts. So that is my current generation for Wuling at this point in time. So yeah, I think next update will add Wuling extraction zone. I don't know about that game mode and whether or not that will actually have that thing, right? That could be interesting. I don't think they will release it just yet. I don't think it's coming just yet. Maybe it might, but I doubt it will come out just yet. What I would like to see is what the hell's gonna happen to the purification node in the test area heading forward. We have this thing here that we can use to generate more fluids, but I don't see a reason to actually like pipe sewage all the way from Wuling City into the water treatment sector to actually get a zircon effluent, because I'm not quite sure where am I going to use the zircon effluent and heading forward. Maybe they might open up another AIC somewhere, or what needs to happen is the purification node needs to have pipelines that come in from all of the what is it called? The AIC areas. So when we can pipe the sewage into the water treatment sector, then we'll be able to better utilize the zircon effluent that we get out of recycling all that sewage. It'll be interesting to see where it goes from there. But right now, there are some people which actually did a little bit of math, and what they are thinking is take the zircon effluent, use the extra originium ore that is generated, make some zircon, and make like 1 extra lot of batteries every minute or something like that. Use that small amount of zircon effluent that you get from here, pipe it back into Wuling, and then make another set of batteries from there. That is an interesting thought, but I think it's not worth it. I don't think it's worth it to actually set it up at this stage. Besides, at that point in time, your limiting factor is basically how much you can sell to the outposts at that stage. So if the outposts can't take more of the goods that you generate, it makes no sense making more of it. So yeah, it's all supply and demand, baby. Hmm. Okay, one more thing I need to do. Weekly routine. I don't think I can do this. There's no point in doing this. I could do S-Space Salvage, but I don't think that's necessary. I already maxed out S-Space Salvage already. There's no point going there. Oh, crafting is this? Of course it is. Let's see. Let's see what I can make. Alright, own this, own Instant bone soup. Yeah, sure. We'll make some of that. 8% max HP plus 188 HP. Okay, nice. Let's see what else we do not have. Simple pain relief salve. But storage slots used up. Okay, hold on. Quick stash. 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 Okay. I think next update at ruling. Let's see, chat rate. The outpost is very capped. Many will be mad if Mifu doesn't come in 1.3. The outpost is very capped. I produce more stuff. Not gonna lie, many people don't like edge space, but I really like that mode. It's nice. It's a good way to sort of practice and sort of get a feel of how to sort of engage with certain elements. But I think it needs more. Like, if it's supposed to be an extraction mode, it's not really feeling very extraction-y, or there's no pressure to extraction. And I feel that a lot of people have been complaining that the pressure for actually imposing the extraction limit, like if you don't get to safety, you don't save all your stuff, maybe that's bad design or something like that. Yeah, I'm not quite sure exactly how that will actually work out. So I think it's more of a design problem that they need to solve for that mode to make it more fun. It'll be interesting to see where it goes from there. Okay, so back here, I'm going to craft some more. Find food. Secret simulating, simple pain relief salve. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Craft. Pain relief salve. Damage reduction plus 12% against all forms of damage. I heard they'd be modifying the gacha system. I don't personally think they will. Let's see. I don't think they need to adjust the gacha system, at least for now, but maybe that's just me. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so secret stimulating tisane. Use this to dispel arts inflictions and arts reactions, then instantly restore 10% max HP and 104 HP. Okay. We got another 5 more to make. Let's see what else we can make here. Arts vial. Bamboo sprouts and meats. Yeah, sure. Let's bring that in as well. Yep. That is ultimate gain efficiency plus 21%. Treatment received bonus plus 35%. Okay, nice. Ooh, this looks nice. I wouldn't mind eating this. Just eating this with a bowl of rice. Perfect. Asianness of it all. Okay, alright. That should do for our event. So we can routine, we can find clean this, and that is all. I don't know how they eat agalloy. Maybe originium is actually a salt. Who knows? Originium dust is a salt? Maybe. Oh wait, that's not originium. It might be aether salt. Aether salt. Yeah, I think we're more or less done here. Hey. Oh, okay. I forgot about this one. Well, let's finish this off today. Let's finish this. Doing a set of pulls. I already pulled for this one, so nothing here. Alright. Cross fingers. Let's do that 10 pull. Here we go. I have zero. What is it called? I have zero hype about this, but let's see what happens. Nope, it ain't working. It ain't happening. I already maxed out all 5 stars already. They're all max potential. Sorry, they already maxed out potential already, so don't really need to.
O knowledge most ancient, lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the codes of malice.
Zahi. Okay, Fest of Brilliance bonus tribute. Ooh. Wait, is that a thing? Fest of Brilliance bonus tribute. Bond quota. Each hit hunting or urgent recruitment attempt gives a bonus bond quota of ×1. Ah, okay. Yeah, there's no real need for me to actually pull this further. The only character I don't have is Gilberta. I'm not in a rush to pull for Gilberta at this stage, so yeah. Alright, cool. I think we are more or less done here. Let's pack this up. 200, yep, okay. Bundles, nothing. Credits, no really need to look at that. Okay, excellent. Yep, I think we can pack it up here. We'll call it here for today's stream. And we'll see where we go from here. Hopefully we'll be able to get some more stuff done as part of this. We'll see where we go from here. And heading forward, I think the next week we'll focus a lot on Genshin Impact. Genshin Impact V1.2 7 is coming out, so we'll be interested to see how that actually plays out. Yeah, that will be a lot of fun. And Arknights Endfield, I still have quite a few of the side stories that we need to do as well. We might do that while we wait for the Genshin Impact update that will be coming soon. Hopefully it'll be fun, and we'll see where we go from there. Cool. Alright, that'll be it for me today, guys. Thank you guys for watching. If you like what you see, like, comment, favorite, and subscribe to the channel. Hit that subscribe button down below. And if you'd like to support me further, I have a link to my Ko-Fi, a link in the description. I appreciate all your support. If you have any recommendations for ways to improve the stream, do let me know in the comments below. And if you have any recommendations for games that you'd like me to try out, do let me know in the comments. I'm willing to take a look at them and experiment with them. Alright. That'll be it for me today, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys for the next video in the next stream. Peace out, everyone.